Hi, everyone. Welcome to Spirit Guide Communication through the Art of Divination. And I'll be your host, Bertina. I'm an author, a professional presenter, and a metaphysical teacher. And today we're going to talk about how to call in your spirit guides. In a previous podcast, I spoke about what are spirit guides, but today we're going to talk about how to call them in and then discuss a few of the different ones that you may want to work with. So let's start off first just kind of discussing what spirit guide communication is. Spirit guide communication refers to the practice of connecting and communicating with spiritual beings or entities that you believe offer you guidance and support and wisdom to you, maybe your family members. It may come from your culture. But a lot of times, spirit guides are considered to be non physical beings, and they are have various techniques and methods for communicating depending upon these beings. Some of the beings may be angels, ascended masters, star people, elementals like fairies. And if you go back one or two episodes, you'll see an elemental meditation that I posted that I did in class one evening and I shared with everyone. And it's a great meditation to really just begin connecting with some elemental spiritual spirit guides. Also, sometimes the spirit guides love different techniques for communicating. So it could be meditation, which is what I use a lot in my classes and on the podcast. It can be journaling, which is very simple, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Automatic writing, dreams, divination tools such as pendulums, oracle cards, tarot cards, and things like that. So, a lot of times, also, when we're looking at these, people are like, how do I ask them to come to me? And it's very simple. I have two different invocations here, and you're free to use them at any time that you wish. They're both similar, but they just have a little bit of a different energy. The first one I feel like is a little bit more calling them to you and more commanding than the second one that is more embracing. So let's go ahead and get started. What you'll want to do is when you want to start communicating with your spirit guides, you want to have a sacred, safe space. So this may be just a small area in your room, maybe your meditation area. You may have an altar, pretty much anything like that that you like. Or you can just be sitting on the couch like I am right now with my journal and my oracle cards ready to talk to them. Um, but whenever you do an invocation for spirit guides, just remember that you are asking them to come to you. So be respectful, be mindful of this, and then at the end of your session, tell them thank you, close up your sacred space, and make sure that if it's like elementals, fairies, and things like that, that you give gifts to them. This could be something simple as chocolate or a fairy door to enter your home or just something shiny. If it's angels playing music and just giving thanks to them, there's a lot of different ways that I'll discuss as we get into each one of the spirit guides. But let's go ahead and start. We want to gently close our eyes, taking a deep breath, become comfortable. This, as I said, it could be on a couch or on a meditation pillow. And then just taking a deep breath and envision what guide that you're wanting to call in. So here's the first one. In the realm of unseen guidance, where wisdom and love reside, I call upon my spirit guides to join me on this sacred ride. O spirits of boundless light, guides of infinite might, I open my heart and soul tonight to your presence shining bright. With reverence I invite you near to whisper secrets in my ear, to share the wisdom crystal clear and dispel all doubt and fear. Guide me through life's winding ways, illuminate my darkest days. Help me see through the haze and navigate the cosmic maze. Together, let us walk this path with trust, harmony, and lasting grace. Teach me lessons that will last in this timeless comic space. I welcome your wisdom, ancient and grand. With gratitude, I now command. Come forth, my gods, take my hand. In harmony, let our energies expand. May our connection be strong and true as I open myself to the divine through you. I surrender to the guidance you imbue and trust the journey you'll guide me through. So mote it be in love and light with blessings and gratitude in sight. Thank you, clear spirit gods, for your might, forever shining in my heart's sacred night. That one is one that was given to me, and I know a lot of my students like that. But this is the one I tend to use a little bit more. And remember, you can make your own. You just have to just follow some of the elements here of just welcoming them in, ask them for guidance, and show gratitude. It's just simple as that. So let's try the other one. In the sacred moment, I open my heart wide, welcoming my spirit guides to stand by my side. With reverence and love, I invite you in to share your wisdom and guidance. Let our journey begin. Our spirits of wisdom, compassion, and light, I call upon you to guide me through day and night. Enter this space with your energy divine. Let your presence and wisdom intertwine. Ancient ancestors, angels, and beings of grace, I invite you now to fill the sacred space. With open arms and a receptive soul, I embrace your guidance to make me whole. Guide me through life's twists and turns. Eliminate the lessons that I must learn. Help me align with my highest truth, awakening my spirit, my eternal youth. In this dance of co-creation, we unite, a bond formed in love, trust, and insight. Together we travel on this earthly plane, supporting each other's through joy and pain. With gratitude, I honor your divine presence. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for your essence. I am ready to listen, to learn, and to grow. With your guidance, my spirit will surely glow. Welcome, dear Spirit Guides, into my sacred space. Embrace my soul, fill it with your grace. Let us walk this journey hand in hand as we weave our destinies in this mystical land. In harmony and light, I welcome you, my spirit guides, with all my might. Thank you for being here, my trusted allies. Together, let us soar and reach the skies. Now let's take a break just for a moment so that you can focus on the invocation, and we'll come back and discuss a few ways of communicating with the spirit guides once they are here. Welcome back to Spirit Guide Communication through the Art of Divination. This is Bertina again, and we're going to pick up with actually communicating with the spirit guides at this time. You may choose a couple of ways of doing this. It may be through meditation and allowing your spirit guides to either speak to you, show themselves to you, or give you a feeling of what it is that they're wanting to share with you. The thing is, though, many people think that with their spirit guides and doing the meditation that they're going to see this big, wonderful being and that they're going to hear this wonderful speech and enlightenment, and that's not really how it works. Most of the time through spirit guide communication, you either see flashes of lights, maybe some of the being themselves. You may hear them whisper words to you, and they may be a little even chopped up or just very simple, like the word peace or love. Or they may send you a feeling a feeling of peace or of love. But don't get upset if you don't receive this big, immaculate meeting with your spirit guide. This takes a lot of time, and then sometimes your guides are not going to show you any more than what they are. They are from different realms. So this is kind of how they communicate. So you have meditation, you also have automatic writing to where you can allow them just to speak to you through you. So possibly just starting writing out a question like, what do my spirit guides want me to know? And allowing yourself to just write. Just write what you hear. This is also part of the journaling prompt. You may receive information that tells you what your spirit guides want you to know. So allowing yourself to write and allowing yourself to remember what was told to you is a great way to begin the journaling prompt. The next thing you want to ask is, okay, you've told me what you've wanted me to do. Now, what action do I need to take? Now, this action could be really large, it could be something for the next year or two. So, you want to make sure that you also ask, what kind of smaller steps can I take? How can we break this down into things that I can do each day for just a few moments? Because many times, again, people get discouraged because things don't happen exactly at that moment that they want them to. And it's just because we live in a society that has instant gratification. So, if we just simply allow our guides to guide us into very simple ways, then we'll realize and we'll also see that life becomes more simple. Another way that you can communicate is through oracle or tarot cards. Um, you may do this in multiple ways. You may pull one card a day just to see what your message is. Spend time journaling in the morning and then the evening reflecting. You may choose two cards and ask, as we did before, what is it that you want me to know? And then the second one, what is it that you want me to do? And then listen to the answer as you ask that question to your guides and write what it is that you receive. And you may also decide to do the typical 3 card spread, which is what is your foundation or past, what is in your present, and what is in your future. So, what is it? The first card is, what is your foundation or your past? What is the underlying issue of what you're having right now? Then pulling the card for the situation or the answer for right now, and then continuing to the third card, which is, what does the future look like? What should I do? What is the next step? So these are very simple ones. Also, you may choose to use a pendulum as you do with many of your guides and just ask questions, just simple yes or no questions, and they usually will respond pretty well like that. Just remember to make the questions yes or no, make sure they're specific, and make sure that they are something that is specific to your guide and you so that you will know the messages for you. So, those are just a couple of ways of communicating with your spirit guide. So, calling in the invocation in a sacred space, doing the communication, and now simply thanking the gods for being here, giving them gratitude for what they have given to you, and then allowing them to return where they came from. Then you close out your sacred space however you wish to do that. And then some people like to cleanse themselves or energetically kind of do some self energy work just to kind of see where everything is at in their body. And as simple as that, it can take as little as 5 minutes or as long as an hour. But just remember to do this daily. The more that you do this, the more likely you'll be connected with your guides, you'll be connected with your intuition, you'll be connected with the universe to know what it is that you need to know and do. Well, remember to reach out to me at Bertina, Bertena, at Bertina.org if you have any questions. You can leave me a voice memo here and I will play it on the next podcast and answer your questions if you have any questions. Remember to go to yourcosmicconnections.com and look me up. All of my classes listed there are in person, but they're also on Zoom. So if you feel like you are somewhere else, like in another state or town, feel free to join any of my classes at any time. I have some books on Amazon you may want to check out. There's just a lot going on. So just go to my website, take a few moments to look through that. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to email me or do a voice memo. Hope you have a great day.